Did you know your personality type could influence the way you work out and what exercises you should be doing? Here to help me explain how your personality affects exercise is Olga. Now, Olga, from what I hear, you are a type A personality. Is that true?
I sure am. I am a very high-strung person. I am always on the go. I have 2 wonderful children that keep me very, very busy. Full-time job, also do a little private work here and there. So I am constantly high-strung.
Now, I couldn't understand why you're high-strung at all. You don't really have all that much on your plate. Now, what's very interesting is when someone who has your personality type exercises, they usually gravitate towards exercise choices that are like their personality. So they tend to be a little more aggressive, a little more high intensity, a little, harder.
That's what I do.
That doesn't surprise me. I am like you. Now, it's very important to understand that exercise is stress on the body. That's actually what exercise is on a cellular level to the body. The other thing that's important to understand is that we all have a stress bucket. And when that stress bucket is full, we can't dump more in without it overflowing. So the last thing you want to do is actually increase stress through exercise. I'm going to show you our first exercise, which I've got queued up. You can actually just stay right there.
Great.
So the first exercise we have is going to be a row with rotation, okay? Now, in order to do this exercise, I'm just going to back up a little bit. And also, for our viewers at home, if you don't have this exact setup, that's okay. If you have a cable at home, for instance, but you don't have a chin-up bar like we do, you can always just throw the other end over the top of the door and close the door.
Okay, great.
All right? Now, what we're going to do here is a row with rotation and a weight shift. So from here, we're going to keep our hips square, and then we're going to pull, rotate, and drop our weight down. Now, I'm still looking at where the cable comes from at the bottom. The whole idea is the whole time the head looks at that focal point, the weight shifts back and down as I pull, and I continue to look straight ahead. I'm going to have you go underneath, pass the cable to you, and have you give it a go. Okay. So you're going to start with your arm stretched out, so your body is going to be square. Feet are facing the wrong direction. I know you want to leave, but they should be facing the door. Okay, there we go. Now, this foot is facing forward. Okay. This foot is a little further back because don't forget, if you don't have a wide enough base, you can't shift your weight. This arm is going to be relaxed at the side, okay? Now, from here, you're going to rotate. That's it. Now, the reason that we're using that arm to come up is that tells us when to stop rotating. Now, the only thing I'd like to fix is a little more of a weight shift onto this side.
I feel the resistance there.
You feel that? Okay.
I do.
So 80% on the front when you come back of your weight, and then you're going to shift to 80% on the back. Good.
Oh, it feels good.
Now, this is something, and you can continue going while I talk. This is an exercise that is not going to overly tax your body. It's a type of exercise that actually might make you feel good or energized, and you're not going to really go overboard. One of the things that I really like about this exercise is there are only so many ways that the human body can move, and this covers 3 of them. It covers pulling, it covers twisting, and it actually covers a squat. This little movement that we're doing at the end is like a squat. Now stay right there, because we're going to transfer right into our next exercise. Square your feet for me. Now, I want you to grab the cable with the other hand. We're going to do an anti-rotation abdominal exercise, okay? So now, this is called a Pallof press. I guess the guy who invented his name was Pallof. All right? What we're going to do from here is the cable obviously is trying to pull you in that direction, okay? What I want you to do is just go push your hand straight out to my hand and hold it. Now, what do you feel? The cable's trying to yank you, okay?
Yes.
Exactly. So we get to work your abdominals and all of those deep muscles of the core, all right? Your obliques.
That's exactly what I need.
That's what everybody wants. That's what everybody needs and everybody wants to work. And you're going to bring it back into rest. So you can bring it out just a little higher to your diaphragm and then straight out in line with your diaphragm, just like that, just a tad lower. Okay, we're going to hold anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds and go ahead and bring it back in. Good. Let's just do one more. Make sure we got your form checked. Good, right there. We're going to hold for 5 and bring it back in. Next one, you're going to grab onto this pole here. Okay, we're going to set up for a squat. All right. Now, the reason we're holding onto the pole is to make the squat a little easier. I know that you can probably squat hard and grin. That's not what we want. We want you to breathe. We want you to use range of motion. Okay, so setting up over here. Okay, what I'd like you to do is you can bring this just a bit closer. And from here, you're going to descend back and down into a squat using the pole as your guide. Excellent squat. That was really impressive. Very good.
Great.
Let's try that for a few more reps. Good. Okay. Remember, I want you to take a nice deep breath in on the way down and let it out on the way up. There you go. One more. Good. Excellent. Very good work. You did
I feel great.
a stellar job. The whole idea is to work out right for your
That's
personality
it.
type,
A
right?
type A.